Welcome everyone. My name is Marina Zarek and I'm a real estate broker in Washington State. Today let's talk about the landscape of the real estate market in next 10 years, how the technological innovations, demographical shifts and constantly evolving economical factors affect real estate. Stay with me to learn all about it. So first, let's talk about demographic shifts and how they are expected to change by 2030. So the baby boomers are expected to be 60s by 2030, and it will increase demand for age-friendly housing. What that means? That means the let's say single layer houses or houses with wider doors or some sort of accessibility features would be in demand. Also expected to be in demand is downsizing properties, which are smaller and much easier to be manageable by seniors. Also in demand are expected to be multi-family homes, and it's expected that millennials and Gen Z are going to live on the same property, so maybe larger homes that can accommodate surplus or families, or some ADUs or attached detached properties. That's going to be something that's going to be in demand. Another trend we're gonna see in the future in real estate are, of course, technological advancements. So it is predicted with the new technology that home hunting will look like a little bit different, and it's expected that in the future potential home buyers will rely so much on the virtual tours like 3Ds, and that they are gonna be able to tour the homes from very much of distance. Of course, we're now even all familiar with artificial intelligence, and in the future is going to be even more used. So artificial intelligence is predicted to have impact on property valuations, mortgage application process, or some predictive maintenance for home. Smart technology is going to be even more used. So in combining Internet of Things with artificial intelligence, it's going to be more standardized, and it will offer more enhanced energy efficiency or home security and things like that. Also, something new that's coming on the real estate market is 3D printing of the homes that will potentially decrease the cost, speed up the time that homes are built, and potentially resolve the home affordability in shortage and high demand areas. Another area that we're going to be looking at is climate change and sustainable housing. As climate change concerns intensify, it's going to be more important in 2034 to have highly efficiently built homes. What that means? That means high demand for highly rated built homes. So homes with solar panels, homes with smart integrated features, with highly and performing installations, etc. Resilient construction is going to be important in areas prone to natural disasters. When it comes to urban planning, cities may prioritize mixed-use building permitting and also transit-oriented building houses to reduce carbon footprint. Also, green building materials, that's going to be more prevalent in the future, as it's going to be driven by both buyers and potentially by regulatory restrictions. Next big subject is evolving work pattern and their influence on housing market. As we've been seeing in during actually the COVID-19, plenty of work can be done online from home. So demand for homes who have some dedicated office space within the home may be in more demand. We might see rural and suburban revival, as we mentioned before, with less and less need for commute. People will maybe choose to go from further from the urban centers. So flexible spaces within the home are something also that might increase demand for home buyers, as those flexible spaces can be used convertibly, sometimes as offices or as gyms or as maybe additional guest bedrooms, etc. So that's something that buyers will likely want to have in their home. Now let's explore economic factors and housing affordability. The affordability of housing still remains a critical issue, and some economic factors may contribute. First, interest rates, of course. The trajectory of interest rates is going to be shaping the housing market significantly, both home affordability and mortgage markets. Number two, income inequality. So if current trends continue, income inequality could further deepen housing affordability in desirable areas. Number three, government policies. Future housing policies, including zoning laws, tax incentives, affordable housing initiatives, will play a crucial role in shaping the market. Alternative financing models. So, new approach to funding the mortgages, like rent to own schemes or shared equity models, may gain traction in the future as some viable options. Now let's switch to rental market and how it's going to be like in 10 years. So as a real estate market as well, real rental market is also going to evolve over time as traditional purchasing and homeowning market. So build to rent communities with some amenities and professional management may gain more traction in the future, especially in suburban areas. Institutional investors. Large-scale investors may continue to have significant role in shaping the rental market, potentially influencing housing supply and rental rates. Short-term rentals. So the future of platforms like Airbnb and such are remain to be seen in the future, as increased regulation is kind of pushing it into the broader housing ecosystem. Now let's see how about urban development and redevelopment. Cities are likely to undergo significant changes by 2034, driven by population growth, changing preferences, and sustainability concerns. So, in cities, we're likely to see densifications and utilizing the unused areas for denser communities. Adaptive reuse. We're likely to see conversion of commercial and industrial space into residential buildings, specifically because remote work is now leaving commercial buildings empty. Development patterns will focus in the future on 15 minutes cities. What that means? It means that within 15 minutes walkability radius, you'll have all essentials, let's say groceries, whatever you need. So those kind of cities will gain traction in the future. And of course, the real estate industry itself is going to undergo some significant changes as well as artificial intelligence enters the scene, right? What that's gonna mean? That's gonna mean AI powered agents. Artificial intelligence may take a larger role in the home buying and selling process, potentially reducing the need for human intermediaries in some transactions. Blockchain property transactions. The use of blockchain technology could streamline property transactions, making them faster, more transparent, and potentially reducing fraud. Also, data-driven decision making. Advanced analytics and big data will likely help huge investors in making investment decisions and property management and planning. Now let's see what are some challenges and some opportunities in the 2034 housing market. Let's see some of the challenges. It's going to be challenging to address housing affordability and housing shortages in high demand areas. Challenge number two is balancing between the higher need or regularly mandated higher density and desire for more space and privacy. Challenge number three, adapting existing housing to meet changing demographic needs and sustainability requirements. Challenge also navigating potential disruptions from climate change and technological advancements. What are going to be some opportunities? Well, leveraging technologies to create more efficient, sustainable, and eco-friendly home supply. Then developing innovative solutions for funding, therefore increasing homeownership to many more people. And lastly, reimagining urban spaces to create more livable and sustainable communities. Harnessing data and AI to optimize real estate investments. So the exact change in the next decade is going to be seen, but change is inevitably here, and we're going to see in America how that change is going to be shaping our real estate market. I gave you some prospects and some expectations and projections into the future, but we will see how exactly will it look like in 2034. Thanks for staying with me, hearing my story, and I will see you next week with the next video. Thanks for watching me.